The 2024 Republican presidential primaries. In these historic primaries, former President Donald Trump is running for his party's nomination for a second term in office. He is seeking a second non-consecutive term as President of the United States. His main challenger is his own former Vice President, Mike Pence, who certified the election results even when Trump denied them. Pence and Trump do not have a good relationship, and this is the first time ever since the Roosevelt era that a president has challenged his own vice president for the party's nomination. In just moments away, the Iowa caucus will take place. And let's look at some national polling here. Donald Trump leads with 66% of nationwide registered Republicans. Mike Pence has 24% in these polls. And here are the minor candidates in this primary. First, there's Larry Hogan, the anti-Trump governor of Maryland, former governor of Maryland, actually. He has 5% in polling. There's also Chris Christie, the former governor of New Jersey, who's also anti-Trump. He has 4% in national polls. In fifth place in polling is Asa Hutchinson, who polls at 2% nationwide. And in sixth is Adam Kinzinger, a former representative from Illinois, who is polling at 1%. So as you can see, Trump does lead in primary polls. It is February 3rd, 2024, and we have a major projection coming out of the state of Iowa. In the Iowa caucus, Donald Trump is the projected winner. He will carry this caucus and the majority of the Iowa delegates to the convention. Donald Trump has won 60% of the vote here. Pence has won 33%. Asa Hutchinson has carried one county, and he has come in third place with 5%. Larry Hogan and Chris Christie are virtually tied, both with 1%. And Adam Kinzinger currently has less than 1%. It is now February 11th, 2024, and we have breaking news. Donald Trump has won the New Hampshire primary. He has won 52% of the votes here, just over a majority. In second place is Mike Pence with 27% of the vote. He managed to carry one county. Larry Hogan also managed to carry a county. He has won 17% of the vote here. He does so well here because it is a northeastern state. He is a northeastern governor. Chris Christie has won 2% of the votes here. Asa Hutchinson has won 1%, and Adam Kinzinger has won 1% also. It is February 12th, 2024, one day after the New Hampshire primary, and we have breaking news. Chris Christie has dropped out of the presidential race and endorsed Larry Hogan. Yes, you heard that right. Chris Christie said before New Hampshire that if he didn't win more than 5%, then he would drop out. And he has done just this. And not only that, he has endorsed Larry Hogan for the presidency, both northeastern governor who share similar views, including being anti-Trump. Chris Christie is out. Most of his supporters will be going to Larry Hogan. It is now February 22nd, 2024, and we have breaking news coming out of the state of Nevada. Donald Trump is the projected winner here. He will carry 58% of the vote to Mike Pence's 39%. Larry Hogan will carry 2%. Asa Hutchinson will carry 1%, and Adam Kinzinger will carry less than 1%. Mike Pence will carry a total of 5 counties, while Trump carries the rest. And coming out of the state of South Carolina, it is February 29th. And Donald Trump has also carried the state of South Carolina, winning in a landslide. Trump has carried 65% of the vote here to Mike Pence's 22%. Pence only carries one county. Asa Hutchinson, a southern governor who will have a southern appeal, has won 12% of the vote and carried 4 counties, very rural counties. And Larry Hogan has carried 1% of the vote, and Adam Kinzinger has carried less than 1% of the vote. It is February 30th, 2024, and after a terrible showing in the South Carolina primary, Adam Kinzinger has dropped out of the presidential race. He will no longer be a candidate. From the start, it was looking like Kinzinger did not have any sort of shot at winning. He wasn't even in polls. He wasn't even winning his home state, and he wasn't winning it by a mile. So Adam Kinzinger has dropped out of the presidential race. He has made no endorsement. And Trump does lead this primary so far. He has won 59% of the vote so far. This is a total count. Mike Pence has carried 36% of the vote here. Of course, it's these 4 states, the early states. Larry Hogan has carried 3% of the vote so far, and Asa Hutchinson has carried 2% so far. It is March 3rd, 2024, and it is Super Tuesday. Many races will be called at this time. In the state of Alabama, Donald Trump is the projected winner, carrying 70% of the vote here. In second place is Asa Hutchinson, who has carried many rural northern counties. In the state of Arkansas, we have major news. Asa Hutchinson is the projected winner in his home state of Arkansas. This is where he's governor. He has won it, and this is a huge boost to his campaign. He needed Arkansas to stay in the race. He has carried 48% of the vote here. Donald Trump has carried 42%. He has won by 6%. Mike Pence has only carried 9% the first time that he's come in third place, and Larry Hogan has carried 1%. And in the state of California, Donald Trump is the projected winner with 55% of the vote. Most of the rest of the vote goes to Mike Pence, who has won 39%. In Colorado primary, Donald Trump will also win here by 15 points over Mike Pence. He has won 55% of the vote here to Mike Pence's 40%, and Larry Hogan's 5%. And in the state of Maine, Donald Trump is narrowly projected the winner. He will carry 49% of the vote here. Pence will carry 42%. He escapes by just 7%. Larry Hogan will carry 9% of the vote, and Asa Hutchinson carried 1%. If Hogan was out of this race, the vast majority of his support would have gone to Pence, and therefore Pence would have won the state. But Larry Hogan has spoiled this election. And in the state of Massachusetts, Larry Hogan is the projected winner, and this is a huge boost to Larry Hogan's campaign. He needs this state to survive. He campaigned here a lot in the Boston area. He has won 45% of the vote here. Donald Trump has carried 43%. Mike Pence has carried 12%, and Asa Hutchinson has carried 1%. As you can see, he carried all the Boston area counties. This really carried him, and he will carry this state. And in the state of Minnesota, Donald Trump is the projected winner with 56% of the vote to Mike Pence's 42%. In the state of North Carolina, Donald Trump is the projected winner with 48% of the vote to Mike Pence's 32% also. And in Oklahoma, Donald Trump will carry the state by a landslide, carrying 61% of the vote. In the state of Tennessee, he will also win here with 63% of the vote. Asa Hutchinson will carry 15%, and Pence will carry 23%. Asa Hutchinson carries many rural counties near his home state of Arkansas. And in the state of Texas, Donald Trump is the projected winner. He will win 51% of the vote here. Mike Pence will carry 36%, and many counties scattered along more of the western side of Texas. And Asa Hutchinson will carry 12% of the vote, 4 counties near his home state of Arkansas. And in the state of Utah, Mike Pence will carry his first state of the primary. This will be the first state that he has carried. And if you remember from 2016 Republican primary, this is a state that was very anti-Trump and went to Cruz by a large margin, Ted Cruz. But Mike Pence will carry this state with 51% of the vote. Donald Trump will carry 47% of the vote. So as you can see, a very narrow win, only a 4-point win. Hogan and Hutchinson will both carry 1. And in the state of Vermont, Larry Hogan will also carry the state. He has carried 2 states so far on Super Tuesday. This is another big one. He also campaigned here. He campaigns very much in the Northeast. Larry Hogan has carried 48% of the vote here. Again, not a majority, just a plurality. Donald Trump will carry 40% of the vote. Mike Pence will carry 13%, and Hutchinson will carry 1%. And in the state of Virginia, would you look at that map? That is a very interesting map. We see red all over. We see a lot of orange in the north. We see a lot of yellow scattered across the south. And we see a little bit of green in the middle, too. But Donald Trump will carry that state because he is the red. Donald Trump will carry the state with 39% of the vote. Mike Pence comes in a somewhat close second with 30%, only 9 points away. Larry Hogan will carry 22% of the vote, winning, again, those northern counties, the orange. And Asa Hutchinson will carry 1 county and 9%. And Super Tuesday has ended, and let's take a look at the nationwide voting so far. Donald Trump has carried 51% of the votes. Mike Pence has carried 35%. Larry Hogan has carried 10%, and Asa Hutchinson has carried 4%. And it is now March 10th, 2024, and Donald Trump is the projected winner in the state of Idaho. Very much a swing state in this primary. Donald Trump will carry 48% of the vote here to Mike Pence's 46%, only a 2-point win. And in the state of Michigan, Donald Trump will carry 61% of the vote, a landslide over Mike Pence, who carries 33%. And in the state of Mississippi, Asa Hutchinson will come extremely close to winning. However, Donald Trump will pull it off. Trump carries 42%. Asa Hutchinson will carry 40%, only a 2-point win. Mike Pence will carry 18%. And in the state of Missouri, Asa Hutchinson comes in a solid second place. However, Trump will once again take the cake with 48% of the vote to Mike Pence's 20%, Hogan's 1%, and Asa Hutchinson's 31%. Once again, Hutchinson outperforms Pence in a southern state. And in the state of North Dakota, Mike Pence will win his second primary, state primary of this primary. Donald Trump will carry 47% of the vote, but that will not come ahead of Pence, who carries 49%. That is just a 2-point margin. How close? Larry Hogan and Asa Hutchinson will both carry 2. And it is now, we're still March 10th, and Donald Trump will carry the Washington state primary. He has won 59% of the vote here. Pence will carry 36%. Hogan will carry 4%, and Hutchinson will carry 1%. It is now March 17th, 7 days later, and we have an excruciatingly close race in the state of Arizona. Mike Pence is the projected winner, however. He wins 48.6% of the vote. Donald Trump will carry 48.4%, a razor-thin margin, just 0.2%. Hogan and Hutchinson will both carry 2%. Pence has won the Arizona primary. And in the state of Florida, Donald Trump has won in a landslide, carrying 76% of the vote to Pence's 16%. Larry Hogan's 1%, and Asa Hutchinson's 7%. And in Illinois, Donald Trump will also win here. A very close race here, surprisingly. Trump will carry 48%. Pence will carry 41%. That is a 7-point difference. Larry Hogan will carry 7% also, and Hutchinson will carry 4%. It is now April 7th, the next month, and Donald Trump is the projected winner in the state of Wisconsin. He will carry 52% to Mike Pence's 43%. It is now April 10th, and in Alaska, Donald Trump is the projected winner, winning 57% to Pence's 42%. It is now April 17th, and Donald Trump is the projected winner of the Wyoming primary. This state went to Cruz in the 2016 Republican primaries. However, this time it will go to Trump. He will win 51% of the vote here. Pence will carry 42%. That is just a 9-point difference. Hutchinson will carry 5%. Hogan will carry 2%. And it's still April 17th, and Trump will carry the Ohio primary in a landslide with 57% to Pence's 35%. Shockingly, Pence has managed to carry a bunch of counties extremely narrowly. However, Trump will win more. And let's take a look at the nationwide voting. Mike Pence has really narrowed this primary up, though. It is only an 11-point difference. That is insane. Donald Trump has won 51% of the votes so far. Pence, as you can see, is doing very well in the West. He is winning 40% of the vote. Currently, Larry Hogan has 5% and Asa Hutchinson has 4%. It is now May 2nd, and Trump is the projected winner in the Kansas primary. He will carry 61% of the votes here to Mike Pence's 31%. And it is now May 12th, and in the state of Nebraska, Donald Trump is the projected winner with 65% of the vote to Pence's 32% and Hutchinson's 2%. It is now May 19th, and in the Oregon primary, Donald Trump is the projected winner with 59% of the vote to Mike Pence's 37%. And it is May 20th, 2024, and we have breaking news. Asa Hutchinson has dropped out of the presidential race. He will not be a candidate moving forward. He is out of it. He has not endorsed any candidate. However, most people say that he will endorse Trump later on at a later date. Asa Hutchinson is out of the race. It is now May 22nd, and Donald Trump is the projected winner in the state of Hawaii with 66% of the vote. Pence carries 30% and Hogan carries 4%. We are down to 3 candidates. It is now June 2nd, and Larry Hogan is the projected winner in the state of Washington, D.C., or in the District of Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, whatever. Sorry, the percentages are way off. He has won the primary. And still June 2nd here, and Mike Pence is the projected winner in his home state of Indiana. This is much closer than it should have been. He has won 53% of the vote to Donald Trump's 45% and Larry Hogan's 2%. And in the state of Maryland, Larry Hogan is the projected winner. He will carry 60% of the vote. Donald Trump, of course, will come in second with 28%. Mike Pence will come in third with 12%. And in the state of Montana, Donald Trump will win. Will win by 18%. He will carry 58% to Mike Pence's 40%. And still June 2nd, in the New Mexico primary, Donald Trump is the projected winner with 58% of the vote to Mike Pence's 40%. In the state of Pennsylvania, Donald Trump will carry 56% of the vote here. Mike Pence will carry 38%. And Larry Hogan will carry 18%. Very diverse map here. Pence will do very well in this region that we are seeing a lot of traditional Republicans do well in 2022 Republican gubernatorial primary. Lou Barletta, the losing candidate, who is more of a traditional Republican, did well in the area that Pence is doing well in also. This is very shifting away from the Trump column, this area, and this could be a soft spot that the Democrats could win moving forward. Anyway, Larry Hogan does well in the southern Pennsylvania near Maryland. Trump wins everywhere else. And in this Rhode Island primary, this is a very close win, but Donald Trump will carry the state with 46% of the vote. Larry Hogan will only lose by 44%. He will lose by 2%. He will carry 44%. Mike Pence will carry 10%. And still June 2nd, and in South Dakota, Donald Trump is the projected winner, carrying 58% of the vote. Mike Pence will carry 41%. Larry Hogan will carry 2%. And wow, look at this map. Donald Trump is currently at 57%. He has expanded his lead a lot. Mike Pence has 38%, and Larry Hogan has 5%. So Trump does lead this primary so far. It is now June 9th, 2024. And Donald Trump will carry all but 2 counties in the state of Georgia. He will win 88% of the vote here. And in the state of West Virginia, Donald Trump will carry the state with 83% of the vote. Mike Pence will win 16%. In the state of Kentucky, Donald Trump will also win here by a landslide with 66% to 32%. It is now June 23rd, and we have a primary in New York. Donald Trump is the projected winner with 56% of the vote. In second place is actually Larry Hogan, 25% of the vote, and Mike Pence has finished with 19%. And I believe it's still June 7th, and Larry Hogan will carry every county in the state of Delaware. He will carry 54% of the vote. He will carry all these counties very narrowly, by the way. Donald Trump will carry 47%, and Mike Pence will carry 9%. And in the state of New Jersey, Donald Trump will also win here with 55%. Once again, Hogan comes in second with 30%. Mike Pence will win 15%. And it is now June 11th, and in the state of Louisiana, Donald Trump will carry every county with 87%. And in our last state, the state of Connecticut, June 11th, Larry Hogan is actually the projected winner. He will carry the state by 2%. He will win 48% to Trump's 46%, and Mike Pence's 16%. And Donald Trump has won the 2024 Republican primary. He has won, and he has won the most votes. Let's go through the vote totals. Donald Trump has carried 57% of the national votes. Mike Pence has carried 36% of all the votes. Larry Hogan has carried 4% of all the votes. Chris Christie has won less than 1% of all the votes. Asa Hutchinson has carried 3% of all the votes, and Adam Kinzinger has carried less than 1% also of all the votes. Looking at the county map, we are seeing a lot of blue and red scattered equally in the west. In the merge from the west to the east, we are seeing more solid red. In the south, we are seeing a lot of green, especially near Arkansas. That's for Hutchinson, of course. And in the northeast, we mostly see red, but we also see some orange for Hogan. And this is a map all filled in, no counties, just states of who won each state. So, of course, the red means Trump. I'm sure you know this by now. You should. The red means Trump, so Trump has carried the vast majority of these states. The yellow means Pence, so he has carried Arizona, Utah, Indiana, and North Dakota. The green means Asa Hutchinson, who has only carried his home state of Arkansas. And orange signifies a state that went to Larry Hogan. Maryland, Delaware, Vermont, and Massachusetts. Sorry, I did make a mistake in Connecticut. He had also won the state of Connecticut, so he has carried 5 states. Trump wins primary. It is August 17th, 2024, and it is time for the Republican National Convention. Donald Trump does lead the RNC vote currently. This is a lead, and of course he is expected to win as he won the vast majority of the states in the primary. It is August 18th, one day later, and Mike Pence has conceded to Trump. He is out of the race. He has conceded to Trump. He cannot win the nomination anymore. Of course, it did become clear that Trump will win this race. It is August 19th now, and Larry Hogan has announced that he will refuse to concede to Trump, saying that he would never endorse someone that he disliked personally so much. Larry Hogan will refuse to concede this election. And it is August 20th, 2024, and regardless of Hogan not conceding, Donald Trump has accepted the Republican nomination for president. He will be the party's nominee in November. He has been nominated. So thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I worked really hard on this video, and a subscription from you would mean so much, as it would be me making this for a reason. I actually filmed this once before for like 25 minutes, and the video was messed up. So I spent probably like 8 hours. Oh wait, 8 hours, never mind, what am I talking? 8 hours. Like 3 hours making this because of how much it took making it and recording. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. Comment video ideas down below, and I hope to see you all next time. Oh God.